In the silence, there's a whisper, a voice that's hard to define, a shadow in a corner, a presence that's always on my mind. It's the enemy within, the one that hides in plain sight, a master of deception, a weaver of darkness and light. It's the voice that tells me I'm not enough, that I'll never be the one, that whispers lies, that fuels my deepest fears and insecurities. It's the enemy that hides behind the mask of a friend, a wolf in the sheath clothing, waiting for the perfect moment to strike and contend. But I won't be fooled, I won't be swayed. I'll rise up and I'll face the day with the whole armor of God. In the shadows, they lurk and hide, waiting for the perfect moment to strike and divide. But I'll put on the armor of God's mighty might. And Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers." Hidden enemies, they may try to bring me down, but I'll stand firm on the rock where my feet are grounded. I'll shine a light in the darkness and let the truth be told. Hidden enemies, they won't take control. They may whisper lies and try to bring me shame, but I'll hold on to the truth and let God's word be my claim. Like 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, "Cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God." I'll take every thought captive and let God.
Good evening. How y'all doing? It's your boy. We're back once again, man. You are live and thriving in 2026 with your main man, Elder Gerald Miller, man. Let somebody know, send a pigeon, send a kite, do whatever you got to do to let the people know that we are back in the building. We're grateful and thankful to God how he just continues to use WVTC. Man, take your wig off, kick your shoes off, do whatever it is that you got to do. Release the eyelashes if you got to, because, man, I'm telling you, you're going to laugh and have a good time tonight with Elder Miller. Please let people know that we're on, man. Also, I don't know if I told you or not, Ken.E.N. I'm messing with him, y'all, because we were just talking about his stage name. I told him before I introduce him, I got to put his government name out there. So that's an inside joke with me and him. But, man, God has been truly amazing to us over here at WVTC. You all, as you all know, we had an amazing birthday fundraiser this Saturday, man. Shout out to all the people that came out, that participated. You all, once again, I wanted you all to know those are, and people are still donating, actually. And we're grateful and thankful for you guys that continue to donate because, excuse me, the proceeds will go to help me and my wife further our homeless ministry. We don't like to use that name, just our brothers and sisters that, the Bible talks about. If you was hungry, you fed me. If you was naked, I clothed you. If you needed love, I showed it to you. So that's one of the things that we've been doing for over 25 years. Also, we trying to build our kitty up because in the summertime, we want to have the biggest outdoor concert this side of heaven. So those funds will go for helping me get that done for us. You all know I don't bring you nothing but the best when it comes to entertainment. And all of you all that came out this Saturday, you all saw that. Right. And so for you all that missed it, it was epic. And I'm not just saying that because I did it. I got some receipts, as they say, to bag it up, right? About how good God was to us Saturday. And we had an awesome and amazing time in the Lord. Before we do anything, Mr. Engineer, can you please give my scripture today? Usually what I do, Ken, is I would have somebody read that scripture up there, and then I would just ask people, what it kind of means to you. You know what I'm saying? So if you will, can you read? That's Luke 14:23. That's been my scripture for the last 4 years, right? Q, I think 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. And God has not had me to change it. So just give me, and we ain't got to get deep in here. We, you know what I'm saying? We ain't that. Just read that scripture up there. Tell me what come to mind when you read it.
It's high school all over again. To read by the teacher.
Right.
And the Lord said unto the servant, "Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled."
Yeah. So when you read something like that, what would like come to mind? What would you think about?
I get reach one, teach one. I think connect to people. You got to effectively learn how to bring people to you so that we can have community and camaraderie. And I think nobody is too far gone to be included. So, radical inclusiveness is what I got from that.
Oh my God. Hold on though, man. You don't even know what you just did, my brother. Q was one of my, I tell you, before I end any of my posts, before I end anything that I do, the main thing I tell people, reach one, teach one.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? That lets you know we connect.
Yes, sir. Great mind.
So man, and then how you talked about being connected and bringing people to you. That's my other company, which is PCC, Penelope Connection Corner. And I named it that because that was my mom's middle name. And it's where we get you connected.
I love that.
So that is, you know what I'm saying? So basically what this was Elder Sharon Pulliam is your auntie, and she connected us this Sunday at church. So that's what I'm talking about when we talk about that connection. So that was awesome and amazing in itself. So I'm just so grateful to have this young man, you all, to my right, you all to the left for some of you all. Come on, y'all. Where y'all at tonight? Where y'all at? Come on, get in here, man. Get in here. Get in here. Y'all got to let the people know we home, man. I got this gentleman here. And might I add to you, Ken, that we're not only local, but we are international. We are global. So you're being seen and saw all over the world. Last week and 2 weeks before that, we had people checking in all the way from Pakistan, Germany, Ireland, you name it. We also on in the Bahamas. We have the #1 game show on in the Bahamas called Bible of Babel. So you're being seen right now in the Bahamas as well, young man. So don't worry if you get a call to come, I'll get them over to you, man. They may want somebody might call you, pay you $20,000, $30,000 and come over to one of these islands or something. You know what I'm saying? So you never know.
Won't he do it?
You're right. So don't despise small beginnings. So, but we serve an awesome and amazing God. I just believe great things. There we go. Y'all checking in now. Come on now, please. Y'all don't make me big. All right, Felicia, good evening. How are you today? Thank you. We're here. Thank you for Cheryl, my #1 listeners. Those are our #1 listeners, you all. Please check in and let us know that you all are on. Man, I got an awesome and amazing young gentleman. Actually, they are from Life Church, so they know you. They were there. They saw you, but I want all you other people. I want all you other fans and people out there to listen to the Good News with Elder Miller. I want you all to start coming on in, please. I got this gentleman here, Kennedy Pulliam, you all. He goes by the stage name K.E.N. So, so we gonna have fun with that today, you all. This young man has been rapping for over 12 years overall, 5 years as a pro. He's a hip hop teacher as well at Flatiron Art Building Field Circle Music School in Wicker Park. You also get that up because, man, anybody that's going out there now to teaching our youth, which is our youth for tomorrow, you all, it's an awesome and amazing thing. So we're happy, glad about that. And Felicia saying, yeah, he brought it. So praise God for you, Felicia, my wife. Hey, baby, how you doing? That's my lovely wife. Hey, dear. So, but man, we gonna have a good time tonight, you all. So I'll tell you what, Ken, let's do this, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, give us a little background, a little history about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. I grew up in Inglewood.
Okay.
Most of my life, to be honest. I've moved around a lot in my later years, but Inglewood grown. I went to Hinton Elementary, which actually got renamed to Martin Luther King Elementary a few years ago. Went to Gwendolyn Brooks for high school. I've just been a lover of hip hop and poetry since I've been little. I've loved Langston Hughes growing up. That was my favorite poet when I was little.
Okay.
So I used to carry around Langston Hughes poet book.
Sweet.
And one of his one of his poems called Hip Hop Shoes was one of my favorites. So I used to perform it everywhere in school to the point they thought it was my poem.
Okay.
And so that got me kind of into the performance aspect of it before I was writing my own stuff. And then everything kind of just kept developing from there. I used to work with a non-for-profit organization called the All Stars Project of Chicago. Shout out to them.
Okay.
And the South Sides, they were privy into getting inner city youth acclimated with different performance opportunities, business opportunities, et cetera, et cetera. So we did a lot of great work there. So, you know, it's just been bred in my history growing up just to be a performer, even before I really realized that that was what I was. I just love putting on a show. I love being in front of people and just, you know, making people smile or cry or even get angry, you know, like whatever emotion I could evoke.
Right. You can relate. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I like that, Ken. Man. And also we want to thank Ramon Perry, who just checked in. He's the president, one of the president and the CEOs as well. So he's showing you some love out there as well. There's another one of the there's the manager, Charlie Mabry, Pastor Mabry. That's my main man. They checking in, y'all. Let the people know that the Good News with Elder Miller is on. He runs the South. We have a studio in Inglewood. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that.
Oh,
Yeah, we're on 67th and Marquette, actually.
Yes,
at Marquette Church there, right on the corner.
Familiar
yeah,
with
absolutely.
Yes,
That's
sure.
Our uncle, and my cousin now, Bishop Q is taking over now. He's one of the senior pastors there. So we have a studio there as well.
67 and Marquette. That sounds
right
so familiar.
Corner,
I feel like Sharon did something at that church.
She probably has.
Yeah.
It's been there. I think my uncle has been there over 50 years or better.
Yeah.
Small. So world. yeah, absolutely. So, but that's our other studio as well. We have one there as well. So, but God has truly been blessing us. And so what else? I was going to ask you something. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Since you I just introduced you, can you give us a little bit of a little couple of bars or something right quick while we got you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Give us a couple of bars, y'all. I want y'all to see how cold he is. Yeah. And Angie, we see you. Thank you, sis. Thank you for checking in. Please let the people know that the Good News with Elder Miller is on. Please. Okay, y'all checking in. There we go. See, we ringing now. They coming on in now. So yeah, give us a little taste of what the people out there need to get when we hit them with some of this music.
Okay, let's see. Lately, I've been hitting on my march and I'm progressing, trusting in the universe, learning to manifest it. I'm reaching into the ether, moving, never progressing. That's all you're gonna get. You're gonna get like 3 bars. You get like 3 bars. Yeah, put me on the spot. You feel me?
Right. But so what we're gonna do, man, is we gonna talk to Ken. I really want to know. So how do you feel about it since you're in a school system teaching the kids? How do you feel about that?
So actually, I teach plethora ages from youth to it could be 99 years old. After 99, though, we got to stop. Now I'm just playing, whatever age. But it's an amazing experience just to be around the newer people or newer age people who want to do music and like the eagerness that they have to want to be better and to want to learn and grow. It's very inspiring, especially from coming from my era of music where you get a lot of more headstrong people, and myself included, when we thought we had all the answers. So just seeing that the willingness to want to learn and it's no disconnect from their level to where they believe they can go. And I think that's very important. A lot of times we get caught up in the ceiling of how far we think we can succeed, so we don't even try. But they're so open to just attempting, regardless if they're doing good in that particular moment or not. It's just a real hunger and thirst to kind of want to be a part of it. So that's super dope.
Okay, so then I'm hearing is that they are coming with great work ethics to learn. And that's a good thing because, our youth usually get a bad rep, right? For being lazy or not wanting to learn and things of that nature. So that's encouraging for me. And it should give others out there hope that our kids are striving, to do something better with their lives, as opposed to carjacking somebody or putting a gun to someone's head and all the other things that they do these days when they, and that's one of the main reasons why I think that God gave me this show, which is the Good News with Elder Miller, because I want to shed the light that everyone is not out there doing, heinous crimes and doing things that they shouldn't be doing, right? There are some good kids still out there, right? There are some good adults that are out there because there's so much crime that's out there. But one of the number one things for people to do when it comes to media is to shed light on all darkness, right? And because that's what sells, unfortunately. But somebody like myself, that comes along and try to keep it, share with you about the good things that are happening, right? It's hard for me to sell my character or my integrity because I'm talking about something good. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because we have to hear about the baby mama dramas and all the other things that take place, the negativity part of it, then that type of stuff sells, right? Because that's just unfortunately what people thrive on is the negative part of life. Right, because when life be lifing, oh man, social media gonna give it to you.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. In so many facets of it. As for us as Black men, right, we get the rep that none of us take care of our kids. All of our kids are estranged and all that type of stuff. But what about the people like myself and other men that step up to the plate and try to raise their kids right. You know what I'm saying? You still in a household with the kids and that type of deal. When we come forward and start talking about things like that, we kind of get like a bad rep. Pastor Mabry said 1850 West Marquette. So that's where
sounds very familiar.
Right on the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Pastor Mabry. My. So yeah, that's not saying we hate you. But man, God has been so good to us. So another thing is that so would you call your genre of music hip hop, or what would you classify it as?
Yeah, for sure. I also just want to speak to that point that you was bringing up.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that, the issue is sometimes is that those systematic racist etchings are so deeply etched into us that we don't even see when it's being active and when it like triggers us. I was recently doing some research and on sports, and I came across this concept and this idea that a lot of the sports systems used to play on that racial tension between us. In football, for example, you think you got these linemen who are notoriously black because they're stronger, they're bigger, and then you have the quarterbacks who are notoriously white. So you have this compelling struggle of the bigger, stronger black person going after the defenseless white quarterback who might just be more skilled, but they're not as athletic. And basketball used to follow that same pattern when you had the Caucasian person who was like, they could shoot, or they was very sneakily athletic, or versus like the black basketball players who might not have been more skilled, but they were more intimidating and more brutal, more physical.
Right.
So I think, things of that nature kind of follow us in the path, and it takes conversations like this in order to actually see it, so we can kind of change that thinking as we progress as people. So
right. You know what? I like the way you did that, actually. You said you did your research on that, and that's a beautiful thing. Man, I would like for you to elaborate a little bit more on it, because I can understand that when we're talking about research, I understand the numbers of it, right? And just the back history of things, how we get the bad rep with so many things, you know what I'm saying? So for somebody like yourself, like you said, you did the research on it. And doing your research, was it some of the research that you may have found out, was it kind of alarming? Did you think you know what I'm saying? Did anything catch you off guard? Can you share a little bit about it?
Yeah, it was definitely insightful. I think when we look at certain aspects, like let's look at the NBA, in today's NBA, viewership has gone down tremendously. And we can talk about many reasons why that has happened, in-game reasons. But I did notice that the disparity of players is so much closer nowadays, that initial racial live, like it's the vicariously, how people vicariously live through other people. So it's diminishing. White players who are like that became an identity marker for white viewers who saw themselves in those white players to think, hey, I can possibly get to the NBA. I don't have to be the strongest or the fastest. I can just be really skilled.
Right.
Now with the closeness of European players coming in who can all around do the same things as some of the black players, now it becomes a question of just skill set, not identity within the person who's doing it. So they see them and they're kind of white, but they're from the Ukraine, or they're from Czechoslovakia or the Czech Republic or whatever place, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I think the identity part is lost now. So that's why they don't feel as connected to it. At least that's just my opinion.
Well, that's a great opinion, because here's the deal too. They come over to the States, if you will, now, and they don't absolutely necessarily make the big checks like the Americans do, right? So they know that they can kind of get away with it. And here, and one of the things is that why I think basketball is on the ropes is because who wants to continue to watch basketball when you got 7-footers turning around and shooting the ball from half court? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's taking it up. Nobody's physical no more. They really don't play defense no more in the NBA. And I don't know when, I couldn't even tell you the last time I watched the game in the NBA. And definitely that all-star junk is a joke. It's horrible.
Tell me about it.
And to continue to kind of put that out there, it's basically turned into entertainment.
Yeah, right? It's moved towards the the short form content era that we're in. You know, the fast paced basketball, you can get a clip of a fast break or somebody running up and getting a three, and that's enough to cut that, put it on your Instagram, and then get a whole bunch of impressionable hits. But the game itself, the pace of it doesn't necessarily lend towards long term watching. It's just not as interesting for some people.
Yeah, well, and that's why the numbers have fallen off.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like you said, you brought up a very good point. And I mean, to be totally honest with you, I don't know how much. Well, how much longer it's going to last, right? Before the bottom falls out of it. They'll because now, I mean, to be quite frankly with you, you got more. Have you noticed in the NBA how many fights have been breaking out?
A lot.
And what does that say to our younger people that are coming up to see this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's basically almost. So is that not good sportsmanship? You know what I'm saying? Because you can watch a game and all of a sudden, and it's crazy. Here's the interesting part about that, because the championship game, the high school game that they just played, I forgot who it was, Finger, I think, or Julian or somebody. They just had a big brawl.
Yeah, yep.
They had a big brawl.
That, yeah.
And then a day later, I see where a youth basketball league, the whole gym erupted in a fight. It's like, what is going on? You know, and here's another thing too. What I think is the problem when we're talking about our children and how we raise them, and we don't raise them right. These kids do not know how to lose.
So true.
The only thing that they're being taught is win, 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 win. And when you don't win, oh, you less than. You know what I'm saying? And then the first thing they do is they fight. Yeah. Because they mad because they lost. It's not about the skill set anymore. About, you know, let's just go out and have fun. I'm telling you, I don't even hear coaches say that anymore. Let's just go out, have fun, you guys. Let's get the fundamentals down. That type of deal is we gonna win. You gotta win. If you don't, you know, and they choking the kids up, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're teaching. Some of it is our fault. Yeah. We're teaching our kids how to be barbaric.
I agree.
Right? And unfortunately, that transitions into your high school year, into your college years, and then for some of them, it may even transfer to their adulthood, because they figured. And that's why today I tell people all the time, if a fight break out, I can guarantee that fight gonna last probably 5 or 10 minutes till somebody can get to their car or get to their gun.
Yeah,
because everybody's got to get. And I tell people all the time, you can stick around if you want to with your camera out, talking about, yeah, I want to get. And next thing you know, here come the gunplay. Now you shot. Yeah, because you want to record, but because nobody is teaching them. Back in our day, if it was a fight broke out, right, you live to see another day.
Exactly.
It was okay, because you may have saw that person the next day or in the park or wherever, and it was it was fine. But now, man, please, somebody going to get a gun, they going to get their crew or whatever. And here's the thing, it ain't even crews no more. Nope. You got a gun, my boy got a gun, here we come.
We all got guns.
You know what I'm saying? And it's on. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to pray for. We got a lot of work. I think that is so awesome that you are, teaching music to people, because at the end of the day, we channel a lot through our music.
Yeah.
And I think it's inspirational to the type of style that you may teach or whatever like that, because I tell people all the time, you don't have to cuss in everything that you do to be successful.
So
right?
back for it.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, I think, because a lot of times, to be totally honest with you, when I hear a lot of cussing, I cut it off, period. I don't want to hear it, because
I tell people it's a time and a place for everything.
It is. You know what I'm saying? Because I missed the point.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm 58 years old. I missed the point when you cussing every day. And now I done got to the point now where on social media, even on social media, it's this money. What about? I mean, you trying to get me to see some product that you trying to sell, but you leading with cussing. I mean, I ain't figured that one out yet. I'm talking about grown men, grown women. You know what I'm saying? With all the cussing and stuff like that. I mean, I don't see them. Like you just said, is a place and time for everything. And like I said, I'm not sitting up here talking about I'm holier than thou, but the bottom line is that I got respect for myself. I have integrity. And that's one of the things that most people don't carry themselves anymore like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have kids, man, that can walk in front of me and cuss and keep it going, keep it cussing. And these kids, I'm talking about, man, they getting younger and younger.
They are. I remember I was on the train. First and foremost, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I see it's like a group of like 5, they maybe 16.
Yeah.
Why are you out that late?
Right.
Okay, we ain't gonna even get into that part. Right. But they're just cussing up a storm. It's just like it's cuss words that don't even fit together. They just paste and copying things at this point. You know, it's just right. And it's just become a part of their vernacular and their vocabulary. And then like that's the part that is troubling. Yeah. Is that, you know, back in the day when I was on the cusp of being younger, you know, I'm 30, so I'm still young in people's eyes, but I was old enough to comprehend what was happening. Cuss words were treated like accent marks in conversations. They was put to like emphasize something, or when you had a certain amount of energy and you just needed that word to kind of express it. But nowadays it's just like placeholders for them. It's just like a part of their everyday vocabulary. For sure. Like how we're talking right now.
Oh yeah, that's how they talk.
Ladled with these words because it's like they don't have the ability to pick any other words.
Yeah.
And you know, a fun thing about it is that when it comes to my music, I purposely try to not curse for this intent of finding words to fit what I'm trying to say. Because it's easy to throw a curse word in there for a placeholder if your syllable doesn't mesh up, or you want to just, you know, pick a word because you don't know what other words to use.
For sure.
But I purposely try to stay away from curse words in about 85% of my records, just because I feel like it's a challenge, you know, to really write in a prolific level. Because as a rapper and artist, it's kind of lame if you just go to a curse word every few bars, you know what I'm saying, or throw a curse word in the middle of your sentence because you don't have enough words to fill in. So
yeah,
you know, I think to that point, it becomes more of a mental thing. Like, can you challenge yourself? Cursing is just so easy these days.
Yeah, you know, that's rich. I like the way you said that too. That's a nice setup. Which leads me to my next point is that give me a couple of techniques of how you reach your youth when you teach them, or adults. How do you know what I'm saying? How do you attack it?
Yeah. So
because
go ahead.
This is like a two-part.
My bad.
If you will. No, you're fine. So okay, so I'm asking that question, and I guess other part of that is that kids want to cuss because they, you know what I'm saying, they've been raised around the cussing. Do they actually? First question to ask, do they actually come back and say, well, I want to cuss? Or, you know what I'm saying? I think I should say this. Do you have that problem as well? So I guess that's a loaded question.
Yeah, I mean, I think from the perspective of they think it sounds cool, yes. I think their brains are conditioned right now to believe that that is the best way to get your emotions out and to really show intensity, because that's what a lot of younger artists I'm seeing want. They want some type of intensity or some type of swag or some type of cool factor. So they think that that's the way to go about it. But then the type of music that I try to create, I try to show that you can talk about certain concepts and certain things without the cursing and still have a level of like dopeness and coolness. I'm not saying that I'm the coolest cat on the internet, which I am, but I think the way I try to present myself when it comes to my music or when it comes to teaching is just showcasing all the different levels of writing that you can do with onomatopoeias, with metaphors, with similes, with extended metaphors, with you know, just all these different literary devices. And that opens their mind, because I don't think sometimes that they're even aware of the possibilities of what you can talk about when you take away cursing. And then when you flip that on to the business side, it just gives you so many more opportunities when you have music that doesn't have cursing. It's okay to curse sometimes in your music. Express yourself. That's what you're feeling. That's what you feel. But when you're looking at this industry and looking at this work, you also got to realize, where can you place yourself? Where do I fit? And if you only do this, then you're only going to fit in a box so big. And that's cool if that's cool for you. But for me, I want every avenue possible. So I want festivals. I want to perform in a church. I want to perform at this retirement home. I need to have music that not only sounds good, but is devoid of the cursing. And there's a technique to do that. There's, you know, you have to study actual rap and study bars and study lyrical sound rhymes and slant rhymes and all these different techniques. So I think once they see the possibilities, they're a lot more malleable in that sense.
Well, I like to. Well, see, that's one of the things that I like about where we're going with the interview, is because you're not talking the game, but you're being about it, right? And you're teaching them how to make themselves available. right, in different areas. Because trust me, when you, like you say, when you're focused and you're centered on every other word out of your mouth got to be a cuss word, then guess what? That puts you in the box.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But when you can show people that you're versatile, right, and you can go either or, with some poems or poetry, whatever the case may be. I rap, and you know what I'm saying, I don't have to cuss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see, that opens you up to a bigger what's the word I'm looking for? That opens you up to a bigger audience,
For
if
sure.
you will, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just so minute and small, and you know what I'm saying, when you sit here and you don't open yourself up to greater.
Yeah,
right?
I look at you and I think you must lack vocabulary if everything you do is cursing. You just don't have enough words in your arsenal, so that means you're not taking in enough information. Because how can you put anything out of value when you're not taking in anything?
For sure.
And that's with anything. If you got a jug of water, and you keep pouring water out, you're gonna get thirsty eventually if you're not putting more water back in.
For sure, absolutely, that's great. So at this time, y'all do know that we still celebrate Black History, because we're not gonna just let 28 days be enough for us. Mr. Engineer, can you play one of those? I found some things, and I just want you all to see this. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but go ahead, Mr. Engineer. Let me get you. Or just play that one. Yeah. Oh, if you want to go with that right now, that's fine. Go with that. Yeah, since you put. Okay. So this is an insert from my birthday party fundraiser. We want you all to check this out so that you all can see what you missed. Because it are the twins. That's Antoine and Devon. Bro, let's go! All right, so it cut what the other pattern? Yeah. Bring the other one. Let me see the other one. Because that was the one where I let my
Yeah, it's cold.
You Thanks, sir.
Yeah, bless
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, you all. That was a couple of inserts from the birthday party fundraiser. You all got a chance to see it. It was awesome and amazing. So make sure you all don't miss the next event that I have. Man, the entertainment was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing. The people were amazing, man, and God showed up and showed out. We just had a beautiful time, man. We had so much food. Man, I think people still eating on some of that food, to be totally honest with you. Man, we had trays and matter of fact, Q came in late and got him a couple of things. Oh yeah. My engineer came in. He came up here to check and see what was going on. He even got him a couple of plates and some cake and everything like that. So I'm just glad that everybody came out, man, and they enjoyed. And I want to say thank you too for all of you all that continue to donate. If you want to still donate, you can at aymiller5@gmail.com. That's aymiller at gmail.com, you all, because like I said, the money that we raise goes to our outreach, and it also will help us to build up a kitty so that we can have our summer concert that we're going to be putting together, you all. So we're grateful and thankful for that. Man, God has been good to us as we continue to go in with my I was going to say our review, go in with our interview with my main man, Ken. Okay, Ken. So tell us a little bit about what a day is like with Ken.
A day, and just a general day, or like a music fulfilled day?
Music day, yeah. How you want to share?
Yeah, let's do a music day. So for the music day, if I have a show, I like to keep myself very calm. I don't like to do too much the days that I have a show because, I think, unfortunately, for the casuals who don't perform, they think it's just get on stage and rap, and that's about it, But there's a lot that goes into it, getting mentally prepared.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I can't perform any day without creating first. So, any day of my show, I have to like write something, whether it's like a verse or a song or, I just need to create, get that energy out. So I'm kind of more calm when I'm performing. One thing that I've really been starting to do the last few years is I like to eat a meal that I really, really like something that I really, really personally enjoy with intent, because I kind of think, it puts me in a good space. I like to just do things that I find comforting and enjoyable. So when I know I'm performing later, I'm in a good place. Right. Depending on where I'm performing, if I'm performing at an event, or if I'm at a bar, or wherever the case may be, I 100%. And I've learned this from the past. I 100% have to be sober now. No drinking of any kind, because I like to be present in the moment, and that was something I used to struggle with, is not being present when I was performing. Too much rock star lifestyle mentalities.
Okay.
But so now I like to just really be present, really be intentional with what I'm doing. I like to scope the space out, so I'll go online. Or look at videos of how the space is laid out, and to kind of see how I want to move around, what I want to do for my performances. I'm very interactive when I perform. I don't like to just stand on stage, as you've seen before.
Right, for sure.
And then it's the performance. That's the best part. That's when we're having fun. That's when we're interacting with people. I like to tend to specifically go after people who look like they're not paying attention, to kind of force them to be a part of the show.
Engage, right, for sure.
Sometimes you just need that push to feel included. And then after that, that's when it's party time. That's when I celebrate. That's when we have a good time after the performance. I'm networking with people, trying to push my name out there in any capacities that I can. And then that's a day, and then I'll wake up and do the same thing tomorrow.
Now is that what you do for a living outside of the teaching? That what I'm saying, for the most part of it.
For the most part, I do gigs here and there to supplement income. Like right now, I'm about to start working at the Chicago Theater pretty soon, downtown Chicago. So shout out to that. I like to try to do things within the realm of performance or people, or talking to people, or anything that I feel like I can meet somebody somewhere and take off from there. So music has definitely held me down in situations where I didn't think I would be able to do something, or couldn't pay this bill. So, I think even at the level that I'm at, to be able to pay any bills off of just streaming by itself, which if you know about the streaming industry, you know how little you get paid with that. I'm just blessed for that, just to have that ability to supplement a phone bill here, or some rent here, or whatever the case was.
Yeah. Oh, well, beautiful, man. So that's amazing that you continue to grow. And one of my things is, like I say, if I want to encourage you, is that in whatever craft that you're dealing with, I see you going down to Chicago Theater, and that's where we had one of my first shows at the Chicago Theater, when I had a gentleman that was teaching me how to do productions and producing and things of that name. His name was Al Kennedy. And the first show that I actually that I did produce was R. Kelly and Public Announcements.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nobody knew nothing about Rob. It was Robert Kelly and Public Announcements, and they used to panhandle down under the trains.
Yeah, I used to do that as well.
Yeah. So that's what they, and a friend of mine that helped us, finance the concert and stuff like that. We put the money together, and they were like an add-on to the show. We actually had like Jamie Foxx. We had Gerald Levert, Sean Levert. We had Tony Schofield on the ticket. Who else was on there? We had a couple other people that were on there, and we put them on there for a favor. And that's when, I don't know if you remember it or not. I don't know how. Well, you should remember when they came out, Public Announcement. They came out with the flashlights on their heads.
Oh yeah.
And they did Vibe.
Yep.
And then and everybody was like, "Whoa!" And they tore it up. They had the overalls and stuff on, man. They snapped and tore it up. So actually, we wound up doing 2 shows that night because we was only supposed to do 1. We wound up doing 2, and they tore it up, man. And man, they got an encore. Everybody was bananas, man. And so Jive Records was there. That's actually when they got signed. They signed R. Kelly and them, and they didn't sign at the time. They didn't sign Public Announcements. What's their name? Public Announcements. At the time, because they wanted R. Kelly. They wanted Robert, rather. And then, because one of their lead singers just passed.
Yeah, I remember reading about that. Yeah.
Our executive secretary, that's our brother-in-law. Oh, Glenn.
Wow.
Yeah, Glenn. Yeah. So, they just had the Bloom release shit last Saturday. But anyway, that's how I got started and everything like that. And then I just started doing comedy shows. You probably I don't know if you're familiar with the General Persuasion.
I am.
89th and Ashland.
Yeah, I am familiar.
That's why I used to have a comedy shows at in there. Tony Schofield, George Wilborn, Kenny Howe, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Deion Cole. All that's why all of them came through the General Persuasion. That's why I had them at the GP. And then after that, we used to go across the street and skate at the rink, because the rink used to be directly across the street from the General Persuasion. And then they tore that down, and then they moved on 87 where they are now. So, but man,
a little bit of history right there.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Yeah.
I've been around a long time. People say, man, I tell you, man, my Rolodex is long when it comes to entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they say, man, when I went to the Bahamas, we own over there. So me and my wife, we got there. Everybody was looking like, what y'all about to do? Oh, well, I got someone gonna pick us up. Pick y'all up. We in not far Bahamas. Yeah, we got connections over here. So Prophet Miller came. Shout out to my main man, Prophet Trevor Miller, came to pick me and my wife up and took us and showed us around Nassau, Bahamas.
Amazing. So
we got a chance to go, and man, he showed us some beautiful sceneries and stuff like that. Man, we had a beautiful time. Then he took us back to the port. We got back on the ship and had a good time on the ship. So it was a beautiful thing, man. So they always say, man, if I go to the moon, they're gonna be like, hey, they go Pastor G. Because they just say, I know everybody, man. So it is funny though, because my wife said the same thing. We can go somewhere and I'll be trying to hide. And you're like, hey, I know you. And I'm like, what? Man, it's just everywhere I go, I know somebody.
This is the part of it's who you know that people don't talk about sometimes. This is always about who do you know.
And that's why I tell people, be careful how you treat people.
Yeah.
Always treat people with respect and dignity, right? Because you never know when you're going to see them again. You know, I ain't got to be ducking and dodging and none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to treat people how I want to be treated.
For sure.
So we don't have to hide in that aspect of things. Anything else you want to add? You got anything you want to tell the people?
Man,
you got anything coming up?
Yeah, man, I'm working on so much different projects with different people. Okay. I'm really trying to get into the album side of things, you know, create full bodies of work. So I'm always just working, and I'm always just trying to better myself, make new music, experiment. Me and my one of my homies, his name is Rhymester, super amazing guy, one of the most genuine people. Shout out to Rhymester. We're working on a joint tape together. Okay. Trying to do more shows, you know. So just watch out for me. I say yes to everything, you know, regardless if I know what I'm doing or not, because I'll figure it out. But you always got to take the opportunity, because you just never know where it can lead to you.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then give us a couple places that, you know, names a couple places where you've been, you know, in that way, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people might want to come out, check you out, you know, find you.
That's true. I've been all over the place. I've done the Super Bowl halftime show in Tampa back in 2020 when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was actually in the Super Bowl. I've done Blues Fest. I've done Teens in the Park. I've worked with Donda's House. I do so much, to be honest. I'm just all over the place.
Right.
So if you want to best follow my moves and follow everything I'm doing, you can follow me on Instagram at God Level Goat, GODLEVELGOAT, God Level Goat. I post all my stuff there, and I'm always for the community. If you want me to come out to something, let's talk, and let's make it happen.
Okay, yeah, because we're gonna act like I say, this summer my goal is to do a big concert in our parking lot. So I'm looking forward to doing something like that. So we definitely be getting in touch with you. And then, like I said, we definitely this ain't your first time and ain't gonna be your last time, because I would love for you to come back on and share some more with me. I think this is awesome that we got a chance to talk to somebody that's doing something positive, because I would have to look at you too as a pioneer, right, in the industry of moving forward in a good manner, right? Because I just think that it's a beautiful thing. What you're doing, you teaching, and from what I've seen, like I said, when I first heard you, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have him on the show, because I just think that what you're doing is awesome, right? I heard that, I felt your spirit, I felt your heart when you were ministering, because I don't call it performing, or what I'm saying, because sometimes we can get that twisted.
Yeah,
it's the difference, and I tell people that all the time. Entertainment and ministering is a whole nother thing.
For sure.
Right. Entertainment is something I'm just getting a check. I'm out here doing my thing. But when you're ministering, whether you're getting paid or not.
Yeah.
Because see, we ministering unto God. And that's what I tell people all the time. That's the difference. Right. When you ministering unto God, you will do it for free. And that's God's job to elevate you.
Amen to that.
That's how a lot of people miss their mark, is because they necessarily look at the money aspect of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people all the time, for the most part, when people get caught up on looking at things from a money perspective, then guess what? You miss it.
Yeah, you know how many performances I've gotten paid for that came from performances that I did for free prior. And I tell everybody, it's like, don't let that be the barrier, because you'll always get an opportunity, but you got to put yourself out there first. And you looking at that $0 performance and thinking it's not worth my time, it's going to block blessings from somebody in the audience who now wants to give you $3,000. And that's a real story that's happened to me before. They want to give you $3,000 for a performance, Right. So it's just about taking all those opportunities regardless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to. I mean, especially if that's your craft. You know what I'm saying? And say, people don't understand, when God blesses you, can't nobody take it away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing when God does something, then man does it. You know what I'm saying? Because if man does it, then he looking for the applause. I did this for you, and this, that, and the other. But when God do, only thing that lasts for you in life is what God blesses you and gives you, right? And then it's solid. It's something to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Because
100%.
I've heard you in your interview saying that how you've made it, a phone bill paid here, or some rent paid here, that's having a faith. And people don't understand, faith without works is dead all the time. You can talk it until, you got to walk it. And that's a whole nother thing. We find out if you really have the faith of, and believing in what God is telling you to do, versus you just talking. You do a mouth service, right? And a lot of people do mouth service because if we want to really go biblical, we can talk about the Pharisees and Sadducees. They had a lot of mouth service, but they didn't have a relationship, and that's how they missed God, because he went on by, and nobody in them beautiful edifices that they built back then, nobody had enough Holy Ghost to know that Jesus was going on by on the donkey, and they was missing it, right? Because everybody was stuck into religion as opposed to having relationship, right? Somebody should have known that the great one was going by on the donkey, and they was missing it, right? So that's how when God is using you, when you just say, you know what, this is the see. Here's the thing. I'm gonna show you how people miss it. People don't understand. Pride shows up in a lot of ways. People forget that God is the one that gave them the gift. And then you want to pimp your gift out, right, for the money aspect of it, but you don't use your gift. God tell you to come over here and bless somebody.
Exactly.
You feel me?
100%.
Oh, I'm not doing that. That wasn't God. God didn't tell me that.
Exactly. 100%.
You don't. And here's the thing. I tell people don't. And I've always taught this. I've always said this. Don't despise small beginnings, because at the small event, there's somebody that might be there that just, you said it yourself. You just said that you went to an event wasn't expecting something, and somebody told you, hey, come on, and it was a $3,000, you know what I'm saying, event that came up. And so that's what I tell people like this. When I'm on here, I tell people that you don't know what could transpire. Remember, this is not in these stay in our archive. So somebody, you know, God may place on somebody's heart one of them rich sheiks somewhere and be like, hey, I need to get in touch with that guy Ken.
Yeah,
you feel
exactly.
Me? And just send a jet for him. You know what I'm saying?
Send a jet.
And, you know, send a jet for my man. You know what I'm saying?
Like not the small jet, send the big jet.
Right. Send a 747. You know what I mean? But these are the type of things that happen when God is in the midst of what's going on. And you don't, you know, I don't know what God got for me, you know what I'm saying? But I know that God told me that I'm rich. And I just all the time. My bank account might not show that right now, but my character and my integrity does.
Yeah.
Because I walk a certain way. And I expect for people to treat me a certain way because I'm going to treat you like God has told me to treat you. That's the love, right? And so
it's funny because I was having a conversation of something similar about that, about value and the value of things. And I feel like a lot of people value things from the initial ideal of what it's worth and not from what the havings of that did for you. Like, for example, I think I was really bad down in between paychecks one time. Okay. You know, I needed a few bucks to get some food. Payday was like 2 days away. And then I went into my artist thing where we collect the funds or whatnot. And I think on there it was like $10. And I was at the point where I could you know, cash out instantly. And it was like, you know, from the initial standpoint, that just looks like $10. And it's like its value at $10, which is nothing in the general sense of it. But when you connected to what that $10 meant at that time, that $10 was worth way more than just $10. That's a meal that I could now get that I wasn't expecting at that time. So it's like when you shift the value of things to what it means for you and your reality and what you're doing, you become appreciative of the smallest things.
I want to show you something. I'm going to show you just how God is going to show you something right now, right? You just said that, and it was $10, right?
$10, yeah.
Let me show you this. And I'm gonna pass this blessing on to you because I believe that this is your season. What is that?
That is $10.
And you know how I got this?
How did you get it?
I got this from Prophet Travel in the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. And he told me that because I was having financial issues at the time, he said that God told him to go get this $10 to bless me with, to keep. He said that God said everything that I touch is going to come back tenfold.
I love that.
Tenfold.
I love that.
So he went and got this for me, and I keep it in my wallet.
That is amazing.
And he gave it to me on my birthday.
That is amazing.
And it's been happening. Okay?
Yeah.
It's been happening. So I cherish this, and now, and when you said $10, I don't think it's by accident that you said that, right?
Yeah.
That $10 is yours because now I can share this blessing with you and show you that, you know, touch that. Yeah. Now what you about to receive is gonna be $10.
I love that.
Yeah. It's not bad. Things don't happen by accident.
I agree
all the time. I'm not no genie. I don't believe in magic and none of that stuff. I just walk by faith.
Exactly. For many things that could possibly happen, infinite things that could happen. For something to happen, it means it has to happen.
Absolutely. And trust me, what a prophet, Travel have told me thus far has not been wrong. He did not know that I had some health issues. Me and my wife was sitting in the back. I was in the front as he was driving us around Nassau. And I said, okay, Prophet. I says, is anything in your spirit, you know, share with me? Da, da, da. He goes, well, because one thing about Prophet, when he calls me, the true prophet, right? He calls me and he will say, man to God, this is what God told me to tell you. Da 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 da. Click. He hang up. Ain't no click. He ain't gonna. I mean, there's man, I was like, I say, and then I started thinking, I said, that's a true prophet.
That's it.
He ain't looking for no. Because see, what happens is
happens
is you get involved in him basically saying he's God. You know what I'm saying? In a way, because what you're gonna say is, well, how you know this, that, and the other? And then he'd say, well, that was through me, or this and that. No, you ain't getting no chance with Prophet Travel. He gonna tell you what thus says the Lord. Click.
It's not
and I had this. At first, I was like, I kind of took it the wrong way because I was like, nigga, just hang up on. Because that's what I thought. Like, did he just hang up in my face? And then I had to, I prayed about it, and I had to get a sense of why he does that. You know what I'm saying? And my wife, even when we were in the car, he says, man to God, he says, I know you've been struggling for a while. He said, for years. He said, you've been good to so many. He said, but what's in your mouth, God is about to honor it. He's about to use you. He said, I've been running around Nassau and trying to find this because he told me to give you this. And that's when he gave me the $10 bill.
Very powerful.
God told me to tell you that everything that you've lost, what the cankerworm has stole, is about to come back tenfold.
That is very, and I look at that and I think, even to those points, the things that I've gotten or we've gotten in the past, I think if I never got anything again, I've been so blessed, just complete strangers doing things for me that with no rhyme or reason or without having their own things in their life, so I think just being appreciative of that, it's what makes it come even faster.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's how you know it's God.
Exactly.
And we can't take it. We don't, well, at least for me, I don't take credit for it because I know it's him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've had people when we've done our last, out of nowhere, I get a cash app for $50 or something, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, and I say, oh wow, thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
Because I know it's him. And man, and God, vice versa, man. It's just, we're supposed to pass things on and so that we can be blessing to others, things of that nature. So we got about 5 minutes. Mr. Engineer, can you please cue, I'm sorry, not cue it, but play his song? I want him to see if he plays for me. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we get.
And when collecting up these blessings, they seeing the accomplishments, thinking that I'm cocky when truly I'm about my dough. It makes sense. They try to knock me when you know where you go and you dare them to try to stop it. Remember living on Stony when life was just very rocky, and trips with my brother shopping. Them noodles we went for copping, couldn't afford no teriyaki. Don't matter, now we saucy. Yeah, I don't really care for all the talking, man. I know they gon' hate. I'm in my bag. I know you mad. I feel good. I feel great. And they be having beef. I got enough on my plate. And if you wanna try me, then you gotta raise the stakes. Cause we can get it poppin', say a time and say a place. People wanna at me, drop the addy, don't be late. Cause this your only chance if you planning to escape. Remember this a warning, you done gonna seal your fate. Cause I don't hear them talking, man, I know they gon' hate. I'm in my bag, I know you mad, I feel good, I feel great. Think I gotta take, this is just a tease. I ain't been a provolone, but I still be making that cheese. They call wind of all my struggles, made it look like a breeze. Blew away the expectations, they saying I got the keys. They was sleeping on a dream, that's alarming. So you better take cover, sleeping on a king. Cause this is good for my mental. I put the pen up in pencil, so when I'm writing these bars, know the sentence gon' serve you simple. When chilling up in my temple, there's no disturbing my peace. Treat my house like my beats, too busy signing the lease. Dang, I don't really care for all the talking, man. I know they gon' hate. I'm in my bag, I know you mad. I feel good, I feel great. And they be having beef, I got enough on my plate. And if you wanna try me, then you gotta raise the stakes. Cause we can get it poppin', say a time and say a place. People wanna at me, drop the addy, don't be late. Cause this your only chance if you planning to escape. Remember this a warning, you done gonna sit your fate. Cause I don't hear them talking.
Right here with the good news with Elder Miller. Y'all gonna hear some more from my main man. We gonna get him back in here, you all. I love that beat. I like that bass line to it. Felicia said, hey. Man, so yeah, we really want to continue to promote my brother. If I got any of my promoters that are out there, this brother, man, is looking for work. Man, we want to be a blessing to him, you all. Pour into my man, you all. and let the people know that you heard it here on the Good News with Elder Miller. Y'all know how we do it. Reach one, teach one, you all. Penelope Connection Corner, the company that gets you connected. And that's what we do over here, man. That's what we're supposed to all do. We want to be a blessing to others, man. As God continues to bless us, we continue to bless other people as well. So, man, I've been encouraged today by having my young brother on here. We're grateful and thankful for his auntie Shiriam Pullen and what she does over at Life Church, which is in Chicago Heights, 925 MacArthur. She does an amazing job with the youth over there. We're happy to have her to be a part of the family at Life Church. We're doing some awesome and amazing things over there. You all come on out and visit us one Sunday. I encourage you to come out to Sunday school. This is where you get fed. This is where you get your word. Because when the pastor is preaching and teaching, you can't go up there and say, hey, pastor, I got a question. You always want to be able to go to Sunday school so that you can get fed. Our Sunday school starts at 7:30 a.m. sharp at 925 MacArthur, which is Chicago Heights. Our services start at 10 a.m. 9 a.m. We're normally done by 10:30 or so like that. So come on out, y'all. Check us. We trying to put together some awesome shows. I say awesome shows. We're putting together some awesome services. God is being, the presence of the Lord is in the house, you all. We want you all to feel the presence of the Lord when you walk through those consecrated doors, you all. Let somebody know, you all. Only way we continue to grow over here at WVTC is you guys continue to sign up. Continue to subscribe and help us to get this thing going, you all, because when we look at this, WVTC is going to be $1 billion. It's already $1 billion company, you all, because we're on the radio side and we're also on TV side, and we're also 2-time Stellar Award winners. By the way, did I say that? 2-time Stellar Award winners, and God is continuing to use us, you all. So y'all get ready for what God is doing. Tell them where they can reach you at, King.
Oh yeah, once again, you can reach me on my social medias. God Level Goat, GODLEVEL, Goat, GOAT.
On the screen, baby.
God Level Goat. You can reach me there. I answer DMs, so feel free to reach out on whatever event that you might have, or if you just want to say hey and give me a blessing and pray over me. I accept all of it, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. Go back to the other one. What was that one about? Let's see. Ooh, man. Let me hit him with a little of that. Yeah, because that one deep. Yeah. If you don't mind. Yeah. Because people, this is part of me sharing with Wake Up. Listen to
events happening this month, and most Christians aren't paying attention. Event number 1, the alignment of nations against Israel. Ezekiel 38, 4-5. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws, and bring you out with your whole army. Persia, Cush, and Put will be with them. Persia is modern-day Iran. Cush is parts of Africa. Put is Libya. Right now, alliances are forming exactly as prophecy predicted. Nations that once ignored Israel are now threatening war. Event number 2. Increase in natural disasters and signs in the heavens. Matthew 24, 7-8. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Birth pains increase in frequency and intensity. We're in that season. Event number 3, the push for a one-world digital currency. Central bank digital currencies are being launched worldwide. Cashless societies are no longer conspiracy. They're reality. The infrastructure for the mark of the beast is being built right now. So what do? Prepare. Stay alert. Stay faithful. Type Jesus is coming in the comments. 3 end times events happening this.
Thank you, Q, for that, man. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that. That was the most important right there. Don't worry about that other one. But you just put the most important one on. I'm telling you all, pay attention. Wake up. I'm telling people all the time, don't think that you got time. All 3 of them that he just talked about are happening right now. We got they got the warships already sitting over there right at in Iran right now.
Yep.
And we already know about the second one, and we definitely know about the third one. Because right now, if you go to stores right now, really, they don't even want to give you change back. I don't know if you noticed that. They really don't want. You really don't get dollars back all the time either. Pay attention. Money is going away.
Yeah, it's becoming obsolete.
Okay, it's going to be obsolete. You know, they don't even, when you go play, I heard the girl tell a lady today, I was at the store in Walmart or something. She says, you know what? I don't have any quarters. You know, she was just worried, like, oh, this lady's on. She said, oh, don't worry about it. They're not even giving your change back no more.
Insane.
It's crazy because they don't have it. They're trying to, I'm telling you, pay attention. Yeah. Wake up.
They already abolished the penny.
Oh, yeah. Wake up. The penny. Oh, the penny. Oh, yeah.
Abolished.
Oh, yeah. The penny will wrap.
Like,
yeah, you know, you go places and you nobody's giving you pennies back.
Yeah. There's restaurants and places now that don't accept cash at all. Like,
exactly.
Can't have any cash.
I'm telling you, it's bonkers right now. So we better pay attention, y'all. Wake up. And y'all already know it. Pastor Otis, we want to continue to pray for my brother. Man, we're praying for him that he's on a cruise, him and his lovely wife, and some of their members are away on vacation, much needed rest. So we're grateful for you, Pastor O. We pray your safe return. We want to continue to pray for Dad, his father that also sits in from time to time with us. Y'all know my brother. That's my accountability brother. That's my brother in the struggle. We put our back to back and we get it done for Jesus, you all. So prayerfully he'll be back next week. Also want to continue to encourage you all to go out and vote because I believe it is early voting season here in the South suburbs already. So go out, you make a difference, you all. Don't sit at home and then complain about it when you got a chance to do something about it.
Please vote in your local elections. That's where the change happens.
Absolutely.
Please vote
judges,
in your local elections.
And that's what people don't understand. That it's the local where we lose at when we don't go out and be a part of it. Thank you for that, Ken, because that make a lot of sense, you all. A lot of people just go out for the big election and then be like, oh, well, I ain't going. Well, no, because those are your judges and things of that nature and your committee, your commissioners and stuff like that. When them type of people get in office, those are the ones that make a difference.
Yes.
Right. So you want to make sure that you go out. We're here to encourage you. We're here to get you information. We're here to allow you to wake up. Because there are things that's taking place. And I want to tell you all this. Stop spending all your money. Stop spending all your money, right? And start saving. Start looking and investing your money, you all. I got some investing gurus that are going to come in here that are going to be teaching you all how to invest. I got a lot of different people that I'm partnering with so that we can get you all in. Also, you all will be hearing or seeing my commercial in the next couple of weeks the next couple of weeks or so in reference to PCC partnering with, we're going to be doing headshots. We're going to be doing commercials. We're going to be doing videos. We're going to be doing a lot of new things, you all. So I would love for you all to continue to support the Good News with Elder Miller. And also you all in May, let people know. We want to start in May. We're going to do a pilot where we're going to be doing, actually next week, I'll have it for you guys. We actually have some pictures of how it's going to look. We're going to do live audiences here at the studio. We're going to have live audiences. So you guys, if you want to be a part of the live audience, you will see commercials. We're about to start marketing for it and everything, you all. So you're going to have all that going on right here at Good News with Elder Miller and at our new studio at 114 South Orchard. So look forward to that. God bless you all. Thank you all once again for all of you all that supported us on my birthday fundraiser. Once again, if you want to donate, we still taking donations because we got great work to do, you all. We just don't work here in Chicago. We work wherever me and my wife would have us to go to be a blessing to others, right? So you guys can still, can you put that up there, Q, in closing? It's on the screen, you all. If you all want to donate, whatever it is, $1, $2, 50 cents, it don't matter what it is. It's a blessing. So if you guys want to donate, go ahead and send it to the email there, and we will be greatly appreciative. And we will also because what's going to happen is eventually it's also going to be tax deductible because we're going to go with our 501(c). We're working on all those things right now, so you'll hear more from us about that. Amen. All right. Thank you, Q, the best engineer this side of heaven. Roll it. We out.
In the silence, there's a whisper, a voice that's hard to define, a shadow in a corner, a presence that's always on my mind. It's the enemy within, the one that hides in plain sight, a master of deception, a weaver of darkness and light. It's the voice that tells me I'm not enough, that I'll never be the one, that whispers lies, that fuels my deepest fears and insecurities. It's the enemy that hides behind the mask of a friend, a wolf in the sheath clothing, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. and content. But I won't be fooled, I won't be swayed. I'll rise up and I'll face the day with the whole armor of God. In the shadows, they lurking high, waiting for the perfect moment to strike and divide. But I'll put on the armor of God's mighty might. And Ephesians 6:12 says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. Hidden enemies, they may try to bring me down, but I'll stand firm on the rock where my feet are grounded. I'll shine a light in the darkness and let the truth be told. Hidden enemies, they won't take control. They may whisper lies and try to bring me shame, but I'll hold on to the truth and let God's word be my claim. Like 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. I'll take every thought captive and let God